Entering the infirmary with a troubled look, Dr. Sakura, can I ask you something?
What's the matter, Alex? Have you stumbled upon another puzzling aspect of Japanese culture? You don't look too well.
Yes, I'm puzzled. Honestly, I feel like my head's about to explode. How many types of characters does the Japanese language use?
Japanese language, you mean? We mainly use 3 types.
I knew it. As far as I know, English and European languages only use the alphabet. Yet, Japanese sentences are a bizarre mix of kanji, hiragana, and katakana. It's like a theme park of characters, so chaotic it makes me panic.
Panic, huh? I suppose it might seem that way to a newcomer.
I can never get used to deciding which characters to use. Maybe this complexity is why I can't sleep at night lately.
That sounds tough. Today, let's try to unravel the mystery of this character theme park from a scientific and historical perspective. I'm sure understanding will help you sleep a little better. First of all, the history of Japanese characters dates back about 1,500 years. Interestingly, until then, while there was a spoken language in Japan, there were no unique characters to write it down.
There were no characters? That's surprising. So, how did they record information?
There might have been oral traditions or very simple symbols, but nothing systematic as characters. Then, across the sea from China came kanji.
A gift from China, huh? That's romantic. Almost like the dawn of civilization.
Yes, each kanji is an ideogram with its own meaning, like a painting. For instance, the character for mountain depicts a range of mountains, and river represents the flow of water.
I see. The character for mountain does look like a mountain. Our alphabet only represents sounds, but kanji conveys images. That's very efficient and intuitive in a way.
It takes a lot of time and effort to learn, but knowing the shape and origins of the characters is like unraveling the wisdom of ancient times, and that's fascinating.
But why did they need such complicated shapes when you can express it with just a few letters like mountain or river in English? Wasn't it quite inconvenient at first?
For Japan at that time, it was a revolutionary means of conveying information. And the complex shape was an advantage in that it could convey a lot of information. However, there were some inconveniences in expressing all the delicate sounds and nuances of spoken Japanese with just kanji.
Inconveniences, huh? Do you have any specific examples?
For instance, grammatical elements like the particles ha or wo, auxiliary verbs. Writing them in kanji makes the text stiff and hard to read. So, Japanese people simplified kanji to create their own characters.
Japan's unique characters. That's hiragana and katakana, right?
Exactly. Hiragana is a curvy, elegant character that was widely used by women, created by smoothing and writing kanji. On the other hand, katakana is a sharp, angular character made by cutting out a part of a kanji, primarily used to indicate the pronunciation of Buddhist scriptures.
Why did 2 different characters emerge to represent the same sound? For example, there's ka and ka for the sound ka. We can't imagine this in my language. It feels like it lacks rationality.
At the time, they developed for different purposes. Hiragana was used for waka poetry, stories, and everyday letters, while katakana was used for academic purposes or to aid the pronunciation of kanji. Although there are clear rules for usage in modern times, they naturally arose to meet individual needs back then. Now let's answer the question of why we still use these 3 types of characters. It's because each plays an important role in the text.
Role, huh?
Yes, kanji forms the meaning at the heart of a word, like the skeleton of a sentence. For example, when you see the word meal, you can instantly understand that it's about eating.
Yes, that's easy to understand. The image of the word is strong.
Hiragana acts as a gentle link between words, like joints or adhesives. Particles, auxiliary verbs, okarigana, etc., smooth the structure of the sentence and make it easier to read. And katakana is used for words that come from foreign countries or sounds that need to stand out, like a shining spice. Like cafe or computer.
I see. Kanji for meaning, hiragana for grammar, katakana for foreign words and emphasis. These mix to make the text three-dimensional and expressive. It's like an orchestra of different instruments playing in harmony.
That's exactly right. Thanks to the balance of these three characters, Japanese sentences are easy to understand at a glance where the emphasis is, aiding the reader's understanding.
There's another mystery about kanji. Why does one character have so many readings?
Good question. This is due to the long history of kanji's introduction to Japan.
History, huh?
Yes. For example, the character, water. It has the reading, sui, which is close to the sound when it was introduced from China. This is called On-yomi. And the reading, mizu, the original Japanese word for water, which was assigned to the character, water. This is called Kun-yomi.
So, the imported sound and the original Japanese word coexist in one character? It's like one person having a formal name and several familiar nicknames.
Your analogy is spot on. This may be a source of distress for learners, but it's evidence of the long journey the word has made. The history of Japan, where many cultures have intersected and merged, is reflected in the characters. Like a painting in kanji, a song in hiragana, and a shining sparkle in katakana. I consider the mix of these in Japanese sentences to be living art.
Living art. That's a wonderful expression. At first, it seemed like just a complex array of symbols, and frankly, a headache.
But each one conceals the wisdom and playful spirit of people. I often hear from learners that they find the shapes of the characters cute, or that the world seems to brighten up when they understand the meanings and origins.
I get it. I also get excited, like I'm unraveling the mysteries of ancient times, when I learn about the origins of kanji. Especially, I'm drawn to the beauty of pictographs. I definitely want to record this in my scrapbook.
Japanese characters are more than just symbols. They are tiny treasures where the history, culture, and hearts of people in Japan live.
Treasures, huh? Now that you've said that, I see the signs on the streets and menus in shops differently. I feel like exploring the stories of each character, as if I'm on a treasure hunt.
Yes, please, Alex, try to express your own fragments of Japan using these three types of characters. I'm sure you'll discover something new.
Yes, I think I'll have a dream about characters tonight and sleep soundly. Thank you, Dr. Sakura.
You're welcome. If you ever have any problems, feel free to come by anytime.